A good day to you all. Dr Vesuvius here, Professor of Pretendology at the University of Unreal Life. And as you can see, I've taken an arrow to the shoulder. Had a little bit of fun just before I started filming. There it goes. With some mobs just outside my door. So here we are back in the world of Minecraft Feed the Beast, where we are hoping to eventually mine the sky. Still not much closer, but we're on our way now. And if we go through to my office, turn off that. Right, I've been laying down a couple of little notes here for things that I want to think about with regards to getting us closer to mining the sky. So to start with, the basics we need to get organised. We need to get a source of power generation to drive all the machines that we will need for our manufacturing, which we will then need a manufacturing base to start our space program of building the sky base and building the way for us to get up there. We also need to think about resources. That's probably what I'm going to look at today. We can build ourselves a quarry to really start the goods coming in quickly. But before we do that, we need to set up a storage system, so that when things start coming in from the quarry, we're not going to be overwhelmed and have chests overrunning and things like that. So what I'm thinking of doing is using this room as a sort of goods inwards. Maybe starting at this end, having barrels all the way down one side. I think that's going to be the best approach, because I should have what I need for barrels. So let's just dump this rubbish in here. Yeah, so we have plenty of redwood logs here. Let's take a few of those. We'll go to our crafting bench here. We'll make one stack of logs into planks. We will make 3 of those planks into half slabs. Lots of half slabs. And that makes us a barrel. Now, barrels are from, I think, the factorization mod, and they are really handy because they can store an immense amount of one item. So if I put logs in there, you can see it's storing a stack of 64 logs, and without modifying them, they can store 64 stacks of whatever's in them. There's an add-on you can get which increases it to 1,024 stacks. So that's 1,024 times 64, which is a heck of a lot of stuff. That's probably more than we're going to need for now. Let's not use that one. We'll use that's it there, that's it there, and there, and there. And that should give us a stack of 33 at least. Let's spread these out. So that's 36. Let's see how these are going to fit around this room. So what we'll do is we'll do them at that level. Boop, boop, boop. We won't put anything in the corner because we won't be able to see it. And we'll go to there. Oops, nothing in the corner, I said. How's that looking? That's actually our last one. That might not be enough for the variety of things you can find in Minecraft, but it'll do for now, I think. And what we'll do is we'll put a chest at the end, so that anything that doesn't fit in any of these will go into the chest and we can sort it out manually. So what we're going to have is we're going to have a pipe that's going to run where my cursor is pointing now, and that's going to feed into all of these barrels. And the great thing about barrels is they automatically sort things. So if you've got a barrel that's got something in, that's the only item that can go in there. and other items will move on to the next available barrel until it finds one that's empty and has room for a new item. So to link these barrels up, I've been looking at pneumatic tubes from Red Power. Now, they're not too difficult to make. We just need brass ingots and glass, and that gets us quite a few tubes. Brass ingots, brass isn't something you find naturally. It's an alloy of two different metals, tin and copper. And to turn those into an alloy, we need to build ourselves an alloy furnace, which is slightly different to the standard furnace. So let's have a look at a standard alloy furnace, and it's bricks. It's just a box of bricks. So we did go searching for clay before. Let's go have a look and see if I've got any spare bricks from that. So back in our old underground hidey hole, and let's have a look here. Nothing in there, nothing in there. That's all equipment, that's turtles. I put them in here. Nope, I think I must have used all of the clay that I found. Oh no, here we go. There's some in the ovens. So let's see, we've got 4 pieces there. And we can cook those with saplings. So we need 8 blocks of bricks. Each block is 4 individual bricks. Boop, 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 boop. So I think we've actually... Have we just got enough? I think we have. Plenty. So if we now... Boop, 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 boop. An alloy furnace. So what we'll do, because I've already transferred all my metals over to the main base, we'll set this up in the main base. So here we are, home sweet home, or our new home. And I am going to use this room here as our machine room. So any processing that's required will be done in here. So I'm just going to set that. Now you remember what I said last time? Because we're using half slabs for the floor, any blocks are going to go on the next full available block above. So it seems to be levitating in midair, which I'm not very keen on the look of that. So what I'll do is I will grab a slab here, put it under it, so it looks like it's on a little table there. Now, here's our metals chest that we've moved over, and eventually I'll move all of the chests over from the hidey hole. So if I remember correctly, it was 3 lots of copper to 1 lot of tin to make brass, and we're going to be using a lot of brass later on, so it's worth doing a lot now. So there we have the alloy furnace set up, and we'll just bung a load of coal in, and that's going to start happily cooking up some brass for us. There we go, 4 brass ingots. Now the next thing we need to do is have a sleep, because it's getting dark outside and we don't want to be wandering around in the dark. And a wakefulness. So the next thing we need, let's just drop off all this wood here. We don't need any of that at the moment. But I'll drop the bricks as well. What we need next is glass. If you remember, the recipe for the pneumatic tube was brass around glass. And to get that, we need sand. So it's back to wading in the river again for us. Well, a short spell of messing around in the river has got us a nice stack of 64 sand. There's plenty more to be had if we want it. Alright, so let's get our ovens, our furnaces set up in here. We'll put them next to the alloy furnace. And we'll just 2, 3. And then we will get our furnaces and go 1, 2, 3. We'll leave a gap for arty's sake, and what we will do is we will put our pulverizer here and the Stirling engine right next to it there with a lever above it. So in fact we had some copper ore that was still to be done there. So can the Stirling engine take? Oops, a little bit of a glitch there. Yeah, the Stirling engine can burn saplings, so let's just grind up that copper ore. And I'll finish off the last of that clay there. And because we're going to be using a lot more copper now, we can do that copper and gold there. Right. Now, how is our alloy? Oh, we have a full stack of 64 brass, and there's still plenty more of the copper and tin to come. Right. So the last thing we want to do is get our stack of sand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, because we're using iron ovens, each piece of coal we use is going to cook or smelt 10 items. So with a full stack of 64, 6 times 10, 60. We'll just have 4 left over, which we can do with saplings. Right, so what have we got here? We've got copper going nicely, thank you all. We've got more brass. We've already got 3 glass, so what we can do, go to our workbench, 3 glass, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and that gives us 24 pneumatic tubes. Now let's just put those into place upstairs. So what we're probably going to do is have something running there, and then everything else will run up here. And as you can see, you can't see terribly well there, each pneumatic tube that's above a barrel is automatically connecting to the barrel below it. With barrels, you generally want to be inserting things from the top and taking things out from the bottom. Don't know why, that's just how they are. Right, that's those. Need a little more glass, please. Thank you very much. Right. In fact, that's way more than we're going to need for now. So let's just take those. Finish those all the way up to there. And I'll put one there. And what we'll do is we'll put a chest in that corner. And that can be our overflow. It's a little awkward there, so let's not put it there. Let's put it... We'll put it there so we can reach it from the ground. Now, I think that's the beginnings of our sorting system. So what we'll have is we'll have things coming into this pipe here. They'll be pumped by a means yet to be determined all the way around here, and any time an item gets to a barrel that has that item in or is empty, the item will go into it. So it will sort of automatically start sorting things. And what we can do is we can start the ball rolling there. If we get some cobblestone, dirt and sand and gravel, and we can dirt next, because that's the next most common, sand and gravel. So let's say a piece of sand comes in here from our quarry. When it gets to that point, it'll look at the barrel below, and the barrel below only holds cobblestone, so it'll keep going. If it looks below on the next one, it'll see it's dirt, so it'll keep going. Gets to the next one, looks below, and it sees that it's sand. Sand can go into there, so it'll put it in there. Let's say a piece of iron ore comes in. It will go to there. It can't go into with the cobble. Look to there, can't go in with the dirt. Go to there, can't go in with the sand. Can't go into the gravel. Gets to there, that's empty, so the iron ore will go in to that, and that will now be our iron ore barrel. And in the first few sort of minutes of operation, we can start shuffling things around to make sure that like all the gems are together and all of the ores are together. But we're basically set up and ready to go. All we need now is the quarry itself and the means of bringing the goodies into here. And I think that's going to be the subject of our next episode, especially since it's getting dark outside. So, thank you very much for watching. I've been Dr Vesuvius. You've been someone else. And hope you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, be splendid.